Fiora.
Shulk.
She's...
Get it together, Shulk. We ain't got time to be hanging around here. I don't know what's happened to her, but that was Fiora. No doubt about it. You know what that means? She ain't dead. We gotta get her back.
Get her back. Right. We've come too far to give up now.
Then we'll go to Mechonis and find Fiora.
Just beyond there lies Sword Valley. The Mechon flew in the direction of Galahad Fortress. Fiora may be there. Will you pursue, Shulk?
Yes. We will get Fiora back.
I could not stop checking as to whether or not this was the proper number, but my guess said it is. Yes, it is. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 47 of Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Last time we caught up with Fiora, but unfortunately, we also had an encounter with Metalface, who was revealed to be Dumban's war friend, Mumkar. And we had an encounter with a brand new Mechon, a golden Mechon, who said, hey, guess what? We're inviting you to Mechonis. We're going to have a surprise party. So that we shall do. We shall attend that surprise party of victory. Alright, so before we go over to, well, Sword Valley, I also like this story member prompt right here. Fiora is not dead. No, really? Fiora isn't dead? Like, at this point, it's not like even a shock. It's just like, whoa, Fiora isn't dead. Who would have figured? Who would have thought that Fiora wasn't dead? I mean, that story memo probably could have been at, you know, after Prison Island. But holy crap, dude. Fiora isn't dead. I don't know why that story memo even exists. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we have to follow Fiora over to Sword Valley, which is what we really should be doing. But that's not that. But you know, it's just a little bit confusing, is all. You know, it's just a little bit, you know, a little bit confusing. But I believe over here we got yet another location that we can discover if we just go off the beaten path right here. Well, first of all, well, if we can discover it actually. Which actually reminds me, speaking of collectibles. So it now occurs to me that I have to share this. So this was literally during a little bit of an off-screen thing where I was while I was gathering up more collectibles, right? While exploring the lava cave, I got a vision for this item right here. We have collected both pieces of frost glass as Kalika requested. Can these be used to repair the ether furnace controls? That it can be, and that was a really big that was a really big, you know, enemy that we encountered right there. And it also occurred to me that well, first of all, over here is nothing. I mean, okay, sure. It also occurred to me that during that same session where I freaking got all the items that I needed, absolutely no joke, no cap, and no fools, I got 2 ice cabbages in a row. I'm not joking. Like right around here at night, I got 2 ice cabbages in a row. I told you. I told y'all. I told y'all that having Emil in the trailer would bless me. I really am feeling it. Alright, so, alright, there we go. See, and to prove it, yeah, look. I got 2 more. I mean, obviously I didn't really capture it, but I know Joe got 2 in a row. I really wish I could have captured it, but, you know, whatever. We got it, and that's all that matters. Anyway, a couple more things that I'll be doing here before we head to our next little bit of a topic. There's one thing that I did actually forget to show here. Is that by going over the Steric Waterfall, this is a quick and easy access to the Appy's lair. So, I really should have used that. I really should have remembered. But, I believe, who cares? Also, who really cares? Okay, so I believe these Reef Nebula right here, before we move on, I believe these Reef Nebula are the only enemies that we can do or destroy that will drop Snow Element, which we do need for Colony 6 reconstruction. And, yeah, we shall just go ahead and do that. They have a spike, which inflicts slow, so be very careful. Flawless victory. Well, there it is. And yep, there it is. So all we need is another Reef Nebula, and we are good to go to get the next level of special in Colony 6. But first, you know, we should probably report to Muriel. Oh, I'm so relieved. They came back safe and sound. To think what would have happened if you didn't go. Actually, I don't want to think about that at all. The important thing is that they are both alive and well. I hope I was of some help. But they can't see that, it seems. Since getting back, both of them have been arguing non-stop. They're blaming each other for what happened. Anyway, this is to say thank you. Yes, madame. Got a black sniper for Charla. Pretty good. Pretty good. But now, there's one last thing to do, because we need to do some Colony 6 reconstruction stuff. Well, quickly before we head off to Sword Valley. Like, don't worry, this isn't gonna be like, you know, a big old fashioned, like, side quest video or anything like that. No. Because we can actually upgrade 2 things. We can upgrade Special now, and we can also upgrade Nature, I believe. Is it? Yes. We can basically get Colony 6 up to level 3 now. So we won't have to worry about that for a while. And Atil is the key. Much like memory is the key. Atil will trade Despair Clovers, which you need for Colony 6 reconstruction. It's pretty damn expensive, I know, but you know, all for the point of restoring Colony 6 to the former glory that is what is. Alright, so what you do, buddy boy. Buddy boy.
Alright.
Yeah, buddy. Buddy, alright. So, Nature level 3. You need 3 Jagged Tails. Well, first of all, you need 40,000 G. You need 3 Jagged Tails, which you can easily find on Arid Hills and Anzels and Arid Sea. You can also trade with Koralth with no strings attached. You need 2 Despair Clovers, which you can very easily trade with Atil at Colony 6 for 2 stars of affinity. And finally, the freaking Ice Cabbages. You can only trade these at a 4-star equivalent, but that requires an NPC that's not there yet, so, yep. Ice cabbages. Alright, special level 2. So what you need is our Squall elements, first of all. which 2 squad elements, which you can trade with Nello at Colony at not really Colony. Nello at Alchemoth with 3 stars of affinity, very easily. Snow elements, which you can, well, find on Reef Nebulas at Valak Mountain. And finally, Lemonade Skies, which you can easily find in Magna Forest, or you can trade with Kilaki and Rono at Frontier Village with 3 stars of affinity with Upper Bionis. And things are looking more complete. Things are looking good. A park has been built, so now we can get collectibles there. And now we won't have to worry about Colony 6 reconstruction until our next big side quest round. Streetlights have been built again. For getting level 3 in every category, you get Topple plus 4. Extends the duration that an enemy will suffer topple by 40%. Good on Dunban and Rhine, actually. Oh, but now that we reached a certain level, we have to defend Colony 6 against reptiles.
All right.
So, oh, whoa, wait, we can? Oh, we can actually reconstruct Colony 6. Okay, cool. Okay, I guess we're doing I guess we're doing this then. The enemies you're looking for are right over here. Fiery Ignis. They're only level 37 though, so it's not really much of a threat. It really isn't. You can very easily defeat them using summon flare, which actually attacks enemies in a group. Really, like much like with Burninate. It's more like a crowd control type of thing where you know, it hits multiple enemies at once, basically. So, that's good. That's very good. I should really just take Reflection off Amelia until we really need it. So, yeah, I should probably do that. And there we go. Defend Colony 6 Reptile is here. I will say Rep... What I get the distinct feeling that I really want to say Reptar. Warrior Race's Seal, huh? Okay. Look at these collectibles really quick. All right, cool. Okay, so that should be all that Colony 6 reconstruction has to take care of us for the time being. So we're gonna head over to the Bionis Rift now and fill in that Collectopedia. Of course, you know what this means, right? You know what this means. Time for the usual, you know, thing where I fill in the Collectopedia and tell you what you need. Even though I haven't really done that this LP. Oh, okay, good. I said I have one, but like, yeah, whatever. I thought I wasted 2, but it turns out I needed them for Colony 6. Just remember, you need 2 for Colony 6 and 1 for the Collectopedia. Afterwards, you don't have to ever have to deal with them ever again. I was blessed. Remember that. Fado Belladetta. Okay. Filling out flowers, you get Confused Resist 3. Wet Rat, Ice Monkey, Crystal Frog, and Mud Squirrel. Alright. Broom Icicle, Rabbit Stone, Emerald Snow, Black Ash, and Jimsum Branch. This is an item. This is a nature item. It can be found north of Nagul Waterfall in that very cliff area. I was lucky enough to find one on my first run. Large handcuffs, and finally Frost Glass. You get Chill plus 3 for that. For completing Valak Mountain, you get the Saris Cutlass for Dunban. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now, let me actually change up from the Hum Saber, because that's what I really wanted to do, right? Clear appearance, I believe I will. That's basically what Dunban looks like normally. Yeah, we're just gonna... You know what? Air Cruise style, resort. Nah, we wanted to keep it fresh. Wanted to keep it fresh, man. And that's precisely why I wanted to change up the sword appearance of Dunban a little bit, because I wanted to see Mumkar's face. The Hat Bloom Striker is like way too big. And that might have possibly have covered up Mumkar's face during the cutscene where Dunban and Mumkar fought. So, yep, I wanted to change up that appearance a little bit, even though it goes against my nature. And, yeah. That should be all well and good. So, we shall move over to the place where we shall go. That is Sword Valley. Alright, I hope you're ready, because this is where it all started. What the Bionis thumb. And yeah, we're doing this. This is the very place where we first took control. This is the area that the big battle took place on all those years ago. Or that very year ago. Welcome to the place.
Oh, what the...
Is all that big sword? Oh, if is, then ouchie ouch.
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look, that flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether. But it looks like it's being drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether? Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
Really puts into perspective, huh? Yeah. And yeah, the characters are not joking. The entire valley is the sword. We're gonna walk on the very sword that pierced the Bionis, which caused it to stop moving for all those years. This is gonna be a really exciting area once we really get into things. And I want you to see the full view of it when the cutscene happens. Now for real, welcome to Mechonis!
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mechon. The Mechon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mechon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mechon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now...
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Dude. I'm starting to realize that Ricky actually has more moments in the story than I figured. Like, oh my god, dude. Ricky's so encouraging, man. He's great. But yeah, look at all this. Look at that. We're going to explore all of that. Oh, Sword Valley is going to be a really interesting place when we really get into things. I mean, again, not just for lore purposes, but for gameplay purposes too. It's going to be exciting.
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us.
Hey, it's...
Dixon!
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mekon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it cheap, but, you know, cheap for them at least. There's an ether gear right here, so... yeah, already this is going to be a little bit more alien to us. So yeah, since we're basically on Mechonis now, this is what ether crystal deposits are going to be like. So, once you're ready, you can go ahead and talk to Dixon to proceed with the story. But, here's the shop. We now have anti-Mechon weapons. So... yeah, we have anti-Mechon weapons for really, you know, Dunban, Sharla, and Rhine. Ricky and Melia are just fine. Okay, so you definitely already noticed by now, you're going to take a little bit of a hit in auto attack damage and critical hit rate. Yeah, look at that. You might be able to have the ability to damage Mechon normally because of that. But, yeah, I don't really think it will be worth all that drop in stats. I mean, I'm still going to be able to use it. I'll be able to make it work somehow. But, yeah. Also, I really get the feeling that Ricky... well, Ricky might actually need it. But as for Melia, she doesn't really need it. She has the ability to, at this point, she has Spear Break and Starlight Kick, which can topple Mechon, which basically means she can damage Mechon normally through physical attacks. And even if she can't topple him, she has ether attacks. So it's not like she's going to be any different going forward here a little bit. So yeah, it's not, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to show you what selling items is like. Yeah. Like, how much are we into this game? 45 hours. Or at least for me. For me, it's 45 hours, but... hello. Yeah, now we finally get the tutorial where we have to sell things. I totally meant to do this because, well, inventory, unfortunately... extremely unfortunately, is limited. Yeah, you have a limited storage space. You can only hold up to 450 items at a time, or at least in each category. So you can hold up to 450 of all weapons, headgear, torso gear, and all that stuff. As for as for crystals, ether crystals, you can hold up to 500. You can have as many collectibles as you want. And I believe you can have as much materials as you want. And also, why would you ever sell art books? And here's an interesting thing that you can do. Hold down the L button and you can keep on selling stuff. I mean, it probably would be like a much slower pace, technically. But, you know, it's all well and good. Actually, no. If you're particularly happy with the row, you can just go ahead and just hold the L button like this. Until you sell all this stuff that you don't really need anymore. And, yeah, sorry, Anti-Mech Enclave. You're really cool and all, but you're no longer needed. Seriously. Like, what even was the point? What even was the point of all that? What really was the point of the Anti-Mech Enclave, where it gave us the ability to damage Mechon normally when we didn't really have the opportunity to fight Mechon to begin with? I don't know, man. I just don't know. But we can clearly see that we have a lot of equipment that's going to be really, really good on us. And we're mainly talking about the slotted equipment. Like these spray gloves. They're going to be really helpful. And the Brave shoes, which are also going to be very beneficial on everybody. And we already have all these art books, so we're all good in there. As for unique equipment, the aid cap will give you recovery up 4. The infantry attire will give you damage heal 4, which damage heal has a 20% chance of recovering HP when attacked. Or a certain percentage of, you know, whatever. You get what I mean. It heals you if you get damaged sometimes. And, yeah, not really a gem I use. The engineer belt will give you Earth Cloak 4, which can actually be pretty good considering that most of these Mechon that we're going to be fighting are going to be on the ground. And that will about do it, actually. Either way, I'm just here to, well, sell some equipment that I don't really need. And, yeah. Because, well, we've had this equipment for like a really, really long time. And it's basically time that we parted ways with it. And thank God I didn't sell the ruby glasses. Oh man, that would have been terrible, because that's a really good that's like really good equipment for Melia. Like it was basically like a must-have on Melia at that point. So it's like, oh geez, man. And yeah, we're already making like a lot of bank. We're already making like so much bank because of that. All right, so I sold a lot more things, and yeah. So I pretty much got all my money back and then some.
Hello.
Mechonis crystals look different from Bionis ones, did you know? The one next to me is like what you'll find on Mechonis. It might be because the ether flow there is different. Yeah, definitely.
Hello.
We have been busy building up the Allied force. Even so, Dixon told us to come to bring you supplies. He was probably worried about you all. He must have been.
Oh, hi.
Hey, hi. Some of us have remained here to support you after Dixon leaves. Come and see us when you need any supplies. Heck yeah, buddy. I'll do that.
Oh, hi.
I mean, we're all banking everything on you. I'll be fighting as part of the Allied force. I'll be right behind you all the way. You are the best. Y'all the best. Y'all the real ones. Alright. Let's talk to Dixon.
Hey there.
Hey there. If you're all ready, let me know what you've been up to. Looks like you've been through a lot. Tell me about it. Yeah, let's tell him. This will basically be the last you'll hear of me in this video. So, yeah. I'll be back with equipment changes on the next one. So I'll see you guys on next time.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
That he attacked Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Munker as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling HOMs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be all right getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?